Alrighty, so we are almost at the finish line here at Erica's. We have lights on currently just to show that everything is up and running. We did already go and check all the plugs in here. As you can see, all the lights are working as they should be. We have smokes added in up in this floor, and on this one here, we did switch out the GFCI for it to be tamper resistant. So there is that there. The only thing though that I did see is that these lights in the fans are not coming on. So that's something we're gonna have to look into. We didn't touch this switch or this light. So that's kind of concern, but I'll let Michael know now it's on the GoPro. But besides that, let's keep going down. And in here we have all our fans, lights properly working. Let me turn on the fan just so you can see that it's properly working. Also, push the button. Oh no. There it goes. So I think for this one, you just gotta, it could be wherever the antenna is, but it is up and running and it's working with the control. So we have that set. And going over here. So that's good to go. It's working. Same thing in this one. We have the switch. All the outlets have been tested. Let me go ahead and turn this fan on. Again, powered by the remote. This one was a lot easier for the antenna to detect. You can see it's currently going, so go ahead and turn that off. So as of now, fans can only be turned on with the remote, but if whatever setting is left on and you turn off the switch, when you turn it back on, it's gonna go back to that setting in regards to the fan. And then the light, you can also control with the control, but the switch here does the lights. And that's gonna be the same in every room. We do have our nice big globe here. That is on a 3-way switch with the hallway. So there's that. We have our smoke up there. And here we managed to fix all the lights. These were giving us a little bit of an issue just because according to them, these two are actually on. So we have the fan, which I believe is integrated with that light. And the vanity light turns on, although if that's off, this is off too. So it's a little interesting, kind of something with the wiring there is. That turns off the top ones for the fan, bottom ones for that. And as long as the fan's off, this will still work. So lights need to be on here for the vanity lights to turn on, or else the vanity lights will not work. So there's that only thing here. Going inside over here, we do have this fan installed, which we'll go back here and test it, but we also have this light inside the closet. So we got our 4-inch wafer inside of there, functioning correctly. Again, lights controlled by the switch. Let's test the fan out, make sure we got power. This one's also a lot easier to detect. So there's that, that's going up and running. No, that's going to be off. So all outlets have been checked. So that pretty much completes this top 2 floors with the attic and the second main floor. Level here, here's the other 3-way here for that stairwell light. Go ahead and leave it off since we're done for the day. And here we have this fan light also. Kind of similar situation as the ones up top, controlled by the switch or the light. Fortunately for this one, we're not able to turn on the fan feature just because the controller doesn't have any batteries. So I'm not able to test the fan feature, but if you want the fan turned on, it will be turned on with the controller. So fan will be controlled. And then got all the outlets as requested. Now tamper resistant, again, also working. We have this front porch light right here, turns off and on. And then we also have the light out in the very front. Currently it is off, but it is on a 7-day timer control. But you can see it turn on. There it is. We did have to take off the housing because the current housing does not fit when you open the door. It hits the bottom of the light. So we are currently going to leave that off. Here's this light here. Outlets only in there. This is dimmable, which is working perfectly fine. Has been working all day. Off on switch in the kitchen here. We got that light up and running. Not the style of dimmer that she wanted, but because of the old dimmer, that was the one that was causing the issue. It was the dimmer switch, not so much the wiring. So once we figured that out, we popped in this dimmer switch right here, and this one is controlling it very well also. So dims it, brightens it, turns it off and on. That's working properly now. We got power to our range, power to the microwave. Both of these are GFCIs, and then this one right here is our timer for the fan that we are currently waiting for. So that's the only thing really that's needed in the kitchen, would be just that exhaust fan. Over here we have all our outlets also, including one right here as requested, and then this is what's controlled. So light switch is working great. Going on over here, here's where we had that surprise with the panel. So panel has been completely removed. These are the only thing that's left, but we have verified and checked. Everything there is completely dead. Nothing there is live. Anything that is live is inside this junction box and made up. So there's that. Here we have our switch to the exterior light. So this one out here is going to do the exterior light, and then this one in here is going to do this hallway light right here. So on this one, the base got replaced today, and the light, we did swap out the light fixture, but due to the height of the other light fixture, it was hitting the door was hitting the light fixture, so that had to be swapped back out and replaced with that one. So there's that. And here we have our GFCI protected outlet. It's not GFCI, but it's so, but that's getting power from right here. The only thing that's left to do in here would be just patching around this outlet. I don't know how she will want to take care of that, but there's that. I think even with the bigger faceplate, that's going to be still visible, so definitely would suggest patching around this. We have our timer here for the fan, exhaust fan, which you can hear it turn on, up and running, so that's working great. And then we do have our lights here, so that does our vanity light right there, which is now currently working. So vanity light is good to go. Going back to here, this also needs to be patched, so once they do come, this is live, so they just have to be careful removing it and patching around it. So that'd be that. That's this area here. Now let's go ahead and go downstairs. So down here, we completed everything. All the lights down here work. All the outlets down here work. She does have her radon fan thing going. We do also still have the exhausts that are working. All the outlets have been checked. The only thing maybe this one we just replaced today because it had a bad box, but when taking out the old box, it did take out some of the existing lad and plaster. So we could either bigger faceplate on this one or patch it a little bit right there. But I think with a bigger faceplate, this one will be able to cover this little hole right there. Outlets have been tested and those are currently working. So there's that. And then going into this room. In this room, all that was done was the outlets were switched to tamper resistant outlets. Besides that, nothing else was done inside of this room. And those outlets are working. And here, again, we just had that tamper resistant outlets swapped out. And we have power into this bathroom. We did check it, everything's working as expected. Fan, lights, then vanity lights, and tamper resistant and GFCI. So got all our bases covered down here as well. Inside here, we were able to blank out all the J boxes that needed to be blanked out. That got an outlet. We did go in and label the rest of the panel, so that panel got labeled. And then the only thing is, seems like it's for their internet, but based off how the wall was from behind, there wasn't an area to put another J box. So this currently has no means of connecting to an outlet. So best recommendation would probably be a extension port, possibly of some sort. Going into this laundry room, again, nothing was done much in this laundry room, so lights stay the same. We did switch out an old outlet that they had their duplex to a now GFCI, which will put it up to code. This is connected to the water heater. It was kind of unexpected, but it's here plugged in, and then we do have our washer plugged in. But this is also for the security system, which Erica was asking about. So there is no additional outlet here to plug this in, so that's going to be something that needs to be worked out. There was a whip coming out of here, as you can now kind of see. Let me see. So this is where the whip was coming out. We just had flex coming out, going out of this J box. Opened up the J box, disconnected the flex, the Romex that was going in the flex, and then we pulled that out, and now there's that. So that way there was nothing in there in case a breaker accidentally got turned off. The flex that was coming out was not going to be just hot. So that's been removed. That got wire nuts, and that has a blank cover now. So there is that. So that is the walkthrough. Let's go and hit the garage actually. Go ahead and turn off the lights in here. In the garage, there wasn't too much done either. We just swapped out the outlet that was in there to make these all GFCI protected. So these are all GFCI protected. Okay, looks like that only turns on when the garage door opens. We do have power to the garage door. As you can see, there is a red light in there. And then we do have our GFCI protected outlet inside of here. And that was pretty much the only thing that was done in the garage area. So that completes the walkthrough. And fridge has power. Again, so just only thing touching base. Only thing that's left really is putting in that exhaust fan. Not too sure if Erica really wants the specific type of dimmer, but if she does, then it would be switching out this dimmer to the one of her request. But besides that, that is the walkthrough. We are pretty much, I would say, 98% done here at Erica's. So yeah, thank you for the walkthrough.